What remains of MH17 was still enough to partly reconstruct it, as well as the final moments before it dropped from the sky. Today it formed a dramatic backdrop to the tragic background presented by Dutch investigators.
Flight MH17 crashed as a result of the detonation of a warhead outside the aeroplane.
The warhead, as suspected, carried by a Russian-made missile, fired, say investigators, from rebel-held territory in East Ukraine. The cockpit took the force of the blast and was ripped from the rest of the plane. The pilots killed instantly. That day, 160 other planes flew in those risky skies. The safety board says Ukraine should have closed the airspace.
None of the aviation parties involved recognized the risks posed to civil aviation by the armed conflict on the ground.
It took weeks to retrieve the wreckage, 3 months to reconstruct, and 15 months to piece together what happened. But it was never about whom to blame, though many have pointed the finger at Russia and the rebels it backs. Russia disputes that. This Russian arms producer argued today the missile was Ukrainian and fired from territory held by the Ukrainian military. Blame is the subject of a separate criminal investigation expected to wrap up by early next year. Families are eager for justice, including that of 17-year-old Elsamik de Borst.
To get this detailed report helps to rationalize a small part of the story. It doesn't help for a big deal, because you will never understand that my daughter disappeared in the sky.
The families were told today it was unlikely that 298 victims suffered. Small comfort in what is an enormous, enduring tragedy. Nala Ayed, CBC News, London.